It's MJ, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realtor, and I'm here in Walpolapin, Pennsylvania at Neighbor Fence, where a lot of very good things happen for your families, for your pets, and for big commercial enterprises. I'm going to be interviewing the owners. I sold them this place and it didn't look anything like this, I promise you. And this is a very neat couple who are making a family business work. Some people question whether or not this can be very successful. They have grown a small business into something very successful and retained their humanity and a very nice family. They have two terrific kids. So we're going to come in the building here and meet the non-horse Trigger and Jen Noor. Hello, and of course we have, certain priorities here, don't forget that. And this office did not remotely resemble this. Like I said, family is critical, and involvement in the kids' activities is huge for these guys. So, Neighbor Fence. Brandyn! Okay, here he comes. I'm going to let him talk about the stuff. I showed off your hunting season sign there.
Yeah, that's very important. Very important.
Okay, Brandyn and Jen Noor. Whoop, can't do that. How did this begin?
Well, I was working a factory, and it was time to get out. And I quit my job, and I went to my neighbor, which had this fence company, and I told him I needed a job. And I started the next day, and I worked for him for probably 3 or 4 years, I guess. And he was tired of it. He was looking to get out, and he had offered us to take over the business. And at the time, it was a huge step. We had just found out she was pregnant, so it was a rough decision. But we went ahead and bought the business.
And that was when?
2003.
Right. And I have known them pretty much the entire period of their ownership of this and the kids growing up. I sold them a house that was way rough, and they turned it into something gorgeous. They did an amazing job on it. And I sold that for them, and I sold them this building, which didn't look anything like this then. So they have this transformational ability. What's the biggest part of your business, residential or commercial, or is it? It was residential when you started, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we first started, it was a lot of very local residential.
Right.
Lately, we've been traveling. We've traveled as far as Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland.
What was this latest project you were telling me
That
about?
was in Wildwood, New Jersey, right on the beach.
And what were you fencing?
It was some generator units and stuff on top of a hotel that they wanted to block. So we went.
Cool.
Yeah, it's grown to where we do a lot of commercial, we do a lot of residential. We try to do as much as we can. And obviously, we're limited to some of that.
Well, sure. Talk to me a little bit about that very nifty gate latch. I have a dog. I have a number of dogs in fencing, and mine came from Neighbor Fence. It's very important to me, and I have one who can open latches.
Yeah, this is called a Magna latch. We use this a lot around the swimming pools, child safety latches, things like that. It's keyed. It can be locked. It's got a little red indicator that tells you that the gate's locked, so you don't have to go out and physically check it. You can usually see it from inside your house or wherever you're at. The nice thing is that it releases at the top So if you have a 4-foot fence, this can go all the way up to 5 foot if you'd like. You can adjust this. The pools have to be a certain height, so it's nice to use these to meet pool codes and stuff like that. The way it works is you pull a knob on the top, which releases a magnet at the bottom, which makes it harder to reach rather than just a regular residential fork latch.
So a 3-year-old isn't going to be able to open that.
Yeah. So if it isn't locked, you still would need to be. I mean, we set them at certain heights. So a child that would be able to release this should know better if they should be in there or not. But you would release this here, and it lets go of a magnet down there, and then it is spring loaded. It will close. It's very nice. It's more for like safety, children, stuff like that.
Cool.
But it's a very nice latch.
Yeah, that looks like something might work.
Yeah.
To keep a teak home.
Yeah, and we just found out that they also have redesigned the key part to where you can have it rekeyed. So if you would have issues with, if it's used for safety, if you would have an issue with somebody coming in that might have a key and you can't get that key back, you can have it rekeyed so they don't have access to it.
Excellent.
If you don't want them to have access.
Show me your parts stuff, and then we'll take a walk out to the yard.
Are you coming? Hold on.
See, that's one reason I like these guys. We're compatible because we talk to our critters. Are you coming or not? Yeah. Sounds like my house. And this garage area of what was once a service station looks nothing like it looked when they purchased it. I promise you it doesn't. Okay.
We stock a lot of mainly the chain link parts.
Okay.
We use so many of them that you almost have to stock them. It's too hard to order individual pieces.
Sure.
But we have a large variety of different sized fittings for mainly chain link, gate hardware, loop caps, any kind of fitting you would need for the chain link.
Those look familiar.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I have mostly chain link because I like fencing. I don't like electronic fencing. I like real fencing, partly because it keeps my critters home, but it also keeps the bear and coyote and fox and folks like that live in my neighborhood out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, and you've got a whole variety of kinds of looks here.
Yeah, we try to set out
Colors,
a couple samples.
wood grain.
Yeah, they've come a long way with the vinyl. Of course, you got to keep up with the Joneses, so a normal white vinyl to some people isn't good enough. So you got to move up into a colored vinyl where they have some really nice wood grain.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
Quite handsome. Yeah,
So,
yeah. And this
here,
fence, hedge fence.
Yeah. This
that's
is
pretty
nice.
cool.
It's an alternative to a vinyl slat. It kind of it ends up creating like a hedgerow almost.
You put that to good use out here, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
We'll show you in the yard.
Yeah, very low maintenance.
That's always good. Most of us are too busy for high maintenance and don't have enough money to hire it done. So
This is our stockyard material. We don't stock a whole lot of the material. We usually order it per job as we get the jobs, and then I order it in, and I do keep it here. I don't stock a whole lot, but the companies that we deal with, getting the materials very quick. So if somebody would want something, we can get it in rather quick if I don't have it in stock.
wait till you watch this gate. This is my kind of gate. One hand. Look at that slide, that baby. Oh my. And just push. Ah, my kind of fence, yes.
That's a cantilever gate. It's a more expensive gate, but it eliminates swinging. You have many moving objects. Gates move, the hinges move. Plus, if you have a large opening like this, you would have to clear the snow to get the gates open. So that kind of eliminates, some of the headaches that normal swing gates of that size would create.
Cool. How come it all looks like it's wrapped up for Christmas?
Yeah. Well, that there's what you were talking about. That's the perma hedge slats for chain link.
I like that look.
Very nice, clean look, and it's very private. A lot of the vinyl slats, you still get a little bit of gap in there you can see through.
Right.
This is just a very neighbor-friendly look.
Yeah, it would also cut down on some of the barking I get for
Yeah.
the squirrels and the
Yeah.
chipmunks and
Yeah.
everybody else, you know. Okay, and this is all your pole stock, I take it.
Yeah, we do stock some of the residential piping. We usually have quite a bit on hand. But it's nice to keep everything bundled. The less you handle it, the better shape it stays in.
Okay. And what's the water tank for?
The water tank is for customers that don't have running water, or if we're somewhere where there is no water, we end up taking our own water to mix the concrete.
Ah, cool.
So yeah, sometimes we have to take our own.
What's the deal with the colored pipe?
The colored pipe is what we call a color system chain link. It's an alternative to a regular chain link. A lot of people are, I guess, turned off on normal chain link, what they think is normal chain link, because it's always been just a galvanized silver. So what they do
Right.
now is they use a powder coating on galvanized pipe, and it creates a more appealing chain link. And
How-
it's nice because it also comes with a 12-year warranty,
Ah,
which
that's a
normal
big deal.
chain links don't come with a warranty.
Right.
So it's a nice look, and it comes in brown, black, green.
Cool. Cool.
White.
There's some of the fencing there. I can see me going with a green or a brown in the forest, which would pretty well hide it. I'd have to walk them around it on leash first so they didn't decide it wasn't there.
And of course,
Dogs aren't
all
real
the
good at color.
All the material we do use, I like the motto on our aluminum, buy American, be American.
There you go.
I think that's very big.
Yep,
I think
I have no problem with that
A
motto.
lot of people need to do that.
Yes, yes.
But this is all material that we have to install, so we stay busy. We try to keep it all neat.
What's your general busy season? I know that the January and February have to
Well-
probably be a little slow.
Yeah, well, actually, the winters have changed in the last couple of years. So the last 2 years we haven't stopped one bit. We've
Wow.
been able to work straight through.
Wow,
It makes
climate
it-
change
makes
is
it a
good.
little rougher, but we're usually doing more commercial jobs in the winter,
Okay.
because obviously they're building all summer, and then of course the fence guy has to come in when
After,
it's nice and cold.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the winters have been great. We've been able to do. We did a really nice project down at Central School for the girls softball. We did a whole baseball field in the middle of the winter.
Wow.
It turned out great. So, but normally March to November is really our busy time.